Welcome to the most profitable workshops guide for 1.9. I can't stress enough to watch this entire intro and explanation portion at least once since I get a dozen messages in my video saying I'm not making any money. Why? I will explain a lot as fast as I can. This intro is long and there is much to cover in 1.9, so let's get to it. In 1.8, the economy changed massively, so just picking a shop with two grain producing villages will hardly ever work as the game randomly rolls new shops each game. They try to take shops that have input from villages nearby, but I've seen no breweries in a town with two grain producing villages, and I've seen three silversmith ones in Ortesia that has silver. Relying on that no longer works. So I ask everyone to watch my workshop video that explains the 4 steps, one optional, how to pick the right shop. It will be a card in the upper right hand corner at the end of this video, in the description, and a pinned comment. If you watch that, then you will learn what it takes to make good profit from picking the right shop. So you could ask yourself, why do I need this video? And there are 2 reasons. This video is step 1 in a 4-step process of the other video. So watching this will help eliminate that process if you just want to figure out for yourself what to choose. And 2, nearly every patch, Tail World makes changes that alters certain shops to become more profitable than others, and in other patches, they don't. Some remember wool rebries as the meta. They got nerfed, and then tanneries came back, and recently breweries became all the rage. Well, this patch, it has happened again. We now have new shops that are much more profitable than they have ever been in over a year. This is why this video series is still very viable. The top 4 shops are silversmith, wineries, oil presses, and tanneries. You might have noticed I didn't include breweries. They are a trap shop, as there is so much grain in the world that the towns are flooded with breweries, causing the global average to plummet all over, making them extremely difficult to make profit unless you micromanage them. So, on to castle bound villages. As I explained in my other video, they take goods to the nearest town of their same kingdom, if within a certain range. So if you lose that castle to another kingdom, or the town with your shop is taken, then those goods are lost and you can't depend on those villages. So be careful with castle bound villages. I had to find the right time to test these shops as early as possible, since that's when people want shops. But the economy doesn't stabilize for a certain amount of time. The day I was able to test that was day 200. That appeared to be the right balance in the economy, so shops didn't return vastly different profits each data set. So if you have a shop earlier or later, it can vary greatly. And I've also mentioned before that there are a dozen factors that play into how much a shop makes. So any of those factors can increase or have your shops make nothing. About 15 villages were changed in 1.9 to new products. And thank you to Strat Gaming for letting me know this. He will, or at the time of this video, already have a database of all the villages. So hit his Discord. You will find it in a link in the description. Overall, 1.9 workshops are pretty bad. And while I think putting a specific number on a shop is misleading, I use color codes for a range of how much they make. But with the new economy, castles taken, and so many wars with villages getting raided, I don't feel comfortable even doing that anymore. So you will just see villages that I think consistently make over 100 a day, with the best shops always going from left to right when you choose them. With shops costing between 22 and 32,000, it can be tough to get your money back. But I am petitioning Tailworld to change the shop buying prices back. Let's hope for the best. Workshops are in the worst state, I think, since launch, and you will not make a lot unless you really know how to work the system. So check out my other video to learn. You won't regret it. I thank you all for putting up with this long intro, but I felt it was necessary to get all the information across, and stay tuned at the end for a link of how to pick the right workshop video to help you in the future. So without further ado, here are the most profitable workshops for 1.9 and my top 5 in the game. As always, my friends, take care and thanks for watching.